The WWE announced that Lex Luger will be a part of their 2025 Hall of Fame class, and this didn't go without any controversy. In fact, it riled up a lot of fans based on who Lex Luger himself wants to induct him into the Hall of Fame. Now, Lex has said multiple times that he wants Sting to induct him into the Hall of Fame, who is currently signed to an AEW contract. And a lot of people are upset that it might happen. This is what's crazy to me. And I made an entire video about it, about tribalism. These are two men whose careers are right next to each other. The only time that they didn't spend together was when Lex was in the WWE. They are best friends. They might be working for different companies now or contracted under different companies right now. They are best friends. And people on the internet are trying to turn this into a company versus company. It's absolutely ridiculous. This is going to be a cool moment for Lex Luger, 1, 2, the fans, and 3, wrestling in general. If you didn't know, Lex Luger had a back injury and has not been able to really walk for the last couple of years. And through the help of Sting and DDP, through DDP Yoga, he's able to stand and he's able to move. It's an incredible feat. There's a chance that we may see Lex Luger walk on the Hall of Fame stage. And all he wants is to be surrounded by his best friends, the people that have pushed him to this moment where he can move again. Now, granted, I'm not training with DDP. I'm not training with Lex. I don't know if he's at that point where he could do that, but all signs are pointing to he may take some steps at the Hall of Fame, which would be incredible to see a man come back from not being able to walk at all to walking the stage for the Hall of Fame ceremony. And it would be evil to not allow one of his best friends and the people that have pushed him to this point to be there for him. And you're going to guise it under company contracts. It's absolutely ridiculous. Sure, we can look at Sting's retirement match and Luger and Kevin Nash not being allowed at the event by WWE. I think that's just as bad. And everybody's like, oh, TK is expected to do the good thing, but WWE can crap on AEW all they want. No, not at all. I don't think that's right either. I think there's a healthy version of tribalism that can happen between two companies where they recognize each other and try to outdo each other, but there is a friendly relationship between the two, because if we break it down, a lot of AEW talent has come from the WWE or has ties to the WWE, especially a lot of the older talent. Think about Cope, Mox, Jeff Jarrett, Sting. These people have ties to the WWE, and eventually those people will also be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. This is more than who's contracted where. You know, Triple H and WWE looked like the bad guy when they didn't let Nash and Luger show up for Sting's retirement. And Tony Khan will also look like the bad guy if he doesn't let Sting show up for Lex Luger's Hall of Fame induction. This is a moment in time that we should be putting aside our fandoms and, you know, I'm AEW or I'm WWE, and understanding that this is a moment we will be seeing somebody who can't walk potentially walk again to accept a Hall of Fame induction that is well deserved. And he just wants his friends there. Lex Luger has been through so much, and I respect him incredibly. I respect Tony Khan and I respect Triple H, and I just hope that they can figure this out, because I understand the legality of these contracts. While you're contracted, they pretty much own your face and life. That's just how it goes. But I think it would do a disservice to AEW and WWE if they didn't allow Sting to be there, because this is more than just AEW versus WWE. This is bigger than this. Much, much, much bigger. Leagues bigger. And I believe that this is a moment that could bolster a positive relationship between the two companies. Sting is, you know, a veteran talent. He has a lot of friends that still work for the WWE. And I think by him appearing at the Hall of Fame ceremony, this could set us on a path of a good and healthy relationship with AEW, which I think is best for business. A healthy rivalry with AEW is only going to do good for AEW and only going to do good for WWE. an anti other company and hate on other company is bad. And you can bring some business tactics into the mix, but you blame WWE for, poaching talent, as you would say, brother, that's business. If you don't think Tony Khan's not doing the exact same thing, you're lying to yourself. Every sports team imaginable does the exact same thing. That's business. Tony Khan does it, I know for sure. Triple H does it. Sure, it's business. But it would look way worse on Tony Khan in this situation if he didn't let Sting go than it does for Triple H not letting Luger and Kevin Nash show up for Sting's retirement. It's not even comparable. But that's going to be it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm really not sure, but I think this is a moment that needs to happen, and a moment that Tony Khan should really think about and consider letting it happen. Because I think that both companies working together in just this one moment, won't lead to a forbidden door, but it could open the possibility for future interactions that are positive, that are good for wrestling as a whole, as the world goes round. Because that's what I'm mostly interested in, is what is best for the world of wrestling. I don't care what company somebody works for. I don't care about the AEW versus WWE drama. If it helps both companies be good, great. But I'm not gonna, fight for either side in this when there's a very clear correct path, and WWE may not have taken the correct path before, but AEW has a chance to take the correct path now and be the good guy in this situation. When in a lot of situations that blow up, AEW does not end up being the good guy. They might need a little bit of good press, but I don't know. Who am I to say? I'm just some guy on the internet. But so are all these other people saying that TK needs to tell Triple H to F off. So here we are. It's not up to us. I can give my opinion on it. You can give your opinion on it, but it doesn't matter because we're not making the decision. And I think that's what people forget. But hey, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm more than willing to talk about this more, and maybe if there's enough discussion, make a second video about it, because I do feel very strongly about this. I'm very passionate about this. I love Lex Luger and the good that he's done. I love DDP and the good that he's done. And I love Sting, and they're all incredibly close and very, very good friends. And to not deny them a special moment together like this would be insane. But again, I'm not making the decisions. If I was, this would be happening, but we'll just have to see how it plays out.